And welcome to Hank Games Without Hank. My name is John Green, and I'm the manager of the Swindon Swoodilypoopers. And boy, do I have an update from our club. After our Europa League away loss, 1-0, French the Lana went back into the locker room and got in a fist fight with Vice. So that was awkward. Everything came to a head, but you know what? It's great. I'm really happy. And today we are in the Carling Cup second round. We're playing Huddersfield, and I really believe that this team has experienced a turnaround, and I think you, the supporters of our club, are going to see it. Sometimes, I don't want to say that it takes physical violence in order to motivate a team, but sometimes you've got to lay your cards on the table, and I want to talk today about conflict resolution. Because that's what we experienced last week or yesterday or whatever, however you want to measure time, in the, that's in the world of the Swindon Swoodilypoopers. What I realized as French the Lana and Vice were beating the crap out of each other in the locker room in Sweden or wherever we were, is that that was not good. Okay, maybe we won't get off to a good start. I believe in us, though. I do. What I found is that the team finally came together, and a big part of how we came together was by expressing to each other the frustrations we've all experienced over the last season and a half. It has been really hard to come up into the Premier League. It is not almost a goal from Paul John Green right at the start. It is a lot harder than we anticipated. The skill level is harder. The teams are better. We're up against star players week after week after week. It's frustrating. Sometimes you feel like you're not good enough. You know what it's a little bit like. And I said this to the guys. We had a long meeting for several hours, and then we had the whole plane ride home to continue the conversation. And one of the things I said to the guys was that it reminded me a little bit of when you're in like elementary school or middle school or whatever, and you feel pretty special. And maybe we'll get to go again. We did. It was just like a little bit of wrinkle in time or whatever. Other John Green, I think that might have been French the Lana, actually, which is great. It's great to see him getting a great chance here early on in the first half. Like I said, you're seeing a different Swoodilypoopers. Admittedly, we're playing Huddersfield, but still, you're still seeing a different Swoodilypoopers, and I'm proud of it. We're back in the 4-4-2. Oh, get it to your husband. Oh, he wasn't offsides. How can he be offsides when you're that good looking? He was a little bit offsides. I was saying that it was a little bit like middle school, because when you're in middle school, you feel like you're really smart and you're really special and there aren't many people like you. And then you get to high school, or maybe it doesn't happen until college or whenever it happens in your life, and you realize that, you're not actually that great at all the stuff that you thought you were good at. It turns out that there are a lot of other people who are also really good at that stuff. I definitely had that experience myself when I was in college. I told the boys about this. I went to Kenyon College, which is a school where something like 36% of the students major in English. It's a very sort of English writing focused school. And I don't know if that's still the case, but it was when I was there. And so I got to Kenyon fancying myself a fairly good writer. And almost immediately I was disavowed of this notion, because not only was I not the best writer in my school or in my class, I was one of the worst. In fact, there were 14 applicants to the advanced creative writing class my year at Kenyon, and 12 got in, and I was, that's frustrating because we should have gotten that. I was one of the 2 who did not get in. And so, I was like, man, if I'm not even one of the 12 best writers in my year at Kenyon, out of 14, how am I ever gonna have a career writing? And that's got to be a foul. That should have been a penalty. Frustrating. Good tackle though, Huddersfield. Full points for that. And I felt a lot of, and I think that's a little bit of what the Swoodilypoopers were going through. It was really fun. There we go. The scoring has opened, and it's ball. John Green. Yes. And you know who had the assist there? Vice. That's right. Vice to ball John Green. And ball John Green just uses his big, beautiful forehead, and he puts it right in the back of the net. Sorry, Huddersfield, but life is hard and full of disappointment, and you've come up against a revitalized Swindon town. That's right. That's not going to be the only goal we scored today either. You can rest assured. Oh, that is a handball. That was definitely a handball. I don't know if you guys saw it. I did, though. Get it to your husband. Nice. Oh, it's a goal from Merrick. Silent but deadly Merrick. He's bringing people over. He's saying, come give me a hug, but don't expect me to speak to you. Merrick with a great goal. Look at this revitalized Swoodilypooper squad. Look at that finish. Look at it. Oh, great. Right-footed. It's tough that other John Green didn't score there. He got a little bit unlucky, but here it is. First half, and we are up 2-0 on professional skill level, world-class skill level, whatever it's called. Again, though, I realize that we're playing Huddersfield. I don't want to celebrate too much. No offense to the Huddersfield supporters out there. So when I got to Kenyon and I had this experience of being, not even the best, not even in the top, 85% of my college writing class, it was both a wake-up call and an encouragement, perversely. I found myself working much harder on writing because I realized that the only way I was ever going to become a writer was by working hard, not by sitting around and being quote-unquote talented. And that turned out to be one of the centrally helpful experiences of my professional life. I was very, very sad, of course, that day that I didn't get into the advanced creative writing class, and I felt very much like I would never be a successful writer. But I also realized that there were things I liked. First, that there were things I liked other than writing, which was important, and secondly, that so that I would be okay if I didn't write books, which was a really important thing for me to come to accept. And then secondly, that that I might be able to make something out of myself by working hard. I should add to that in that process, I had a mentor, my teacher P.F. Kluge, who had a lot of faith in me and in my writing, even when it wasn't very good. He felt like it could become good, and that's how I feel about the Swoodilypoopers right now. I feel like what they need more than anything is that mentoring relationship. These are young men who have been, many of them, taken from a world where they are playing, League One. Don't give me a card for being good looking. Dang it. League One or League Two football, and put in a position where suddenly they are playing against Chelsea and Liverpool and Manchester City and Manchester United every week, and that's difficult. That's a difficult transition to make, and we're asking a lot of them to go and say, well, go be successful right away. And I think that's what they felt, They're thinking, we're still playing at the same county ground. We're still playing in front of the same supporters, but now they expect us. Oh, how do you miss that? I'm sorry, sir, but you really got to put that in the back of the net 10 times out of 10. I think there a lot of what we talked about was the frustration of feeling like, well, we'd be, if we were in the championship or League One again, we'd be by far the best team in the league, and so why have the expectations on us gone up so much? And I really think that's fair. So the first thing that we need to do, as I need to do as a manager, and we all need to do as supporters, is make it so that we celebrate those 0-0 draws with them. Not your best work, sir. We have fun with the 0-0 draws. We sing songs about the 0-0 draws, and I think the supporters have been doing that, and I haven't. And so I've been the force in the locker room that's really been the issue. Oh, we almost made it there. Would have been a great third goal. I've been the force in the locker room that's really been the issue. And I think, ultimately the reason that Vice and got into that fight with French Lana was because of my management style, which has been all wrong. I mean, we should be celebrating everything that's going right for the Swoodilypoopers. We should be talking about how much better we are than we might be instead of getting so frustrated with ourselves. You know, and we need to understand that we are in that high school or college situation where you realize that, you know, your League One form is not going to be, that's got to be a foul. Wow, no foul. This referee, he sure lets him play, unless it's the Swoodilypoopers. Then he gives them cards for just a little bit of ankle hugging. But what you realize is that, you know, you're not going to be the most talented players on the pitch, and sometimes heart can make up for that, and a lot of times it can't. And so that's what we kind of came to as a team. Oh yes, 3-0, thanks to other John Green getting a shot that's saved, and then ball John Green. Look at that hug with all that between the knees action. That's two men who genuinely care about each other. So proud of those guys. Look at that stuff. Look at it again. And then it's just ecstasy on ball John Green's face, because this is what they needed. This is what we needed. You know, we're taking a whole different approach to the game, and I know this is Huddersfield, but we're in the League Cup. It's win or go home, and we're gonna win. So really, really proud of the guys. Is that the John Green? Oh, that's got to be a foul. If that's not a foul, oh God. Oh, God. Get up. Get up. Oh, God. Don't be hurt. 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 Oh, I should have taken him out of the game when we were up 3-0. I should have taken him out of the game. Oh. I will report back on the extent of his injury. Oh, no. Can you please kick the ball out of bounds out of respect for my star player? Please, or are you going to try to score like a bunch of cowards? Not classy. Oh, man. Just get off the field and rest up, John Green. Worrisome. Well, it was nice to see him at least. Nice to see him running off the field. That's a little bit encouraging. You'll recall when we had the dark days of the 40 days and 40 nights of his injury in three seasons ago that he did not run off the field. So maybe that's a good sign. I don't know. I will certainly keep you informed of his situation. I'll tell you what I really like, my favorite thing about our new player McGoldrick is his fantastic sneaker. Oh, you got to use the Y button there, John. His fantastic sneakers. Look at those sneakers. So easy to know who he is. Wish we all had orange sneakers. Wonder, is that like did he pay for those? I don't know how that worked. Anyway, I love his orange sneakers. That's all I'm saying. Oh, and you know, now that the wind has really gone out of the Swoodilypoopin sails right now, as you can tell. Come on. You really think I wanted to kick it out of bounds? Is that ever my goal? Can't you interpret what I want to do in a little bit of a better way? Anyway, potential injury to ball John Green aside, I continue to think that this club is, by the way, you're seeing right there McGoldrick not used to, yeah, the new guys are not yet accustomed to English football. It's a very physical game, very, very fast-paced. It's very different from most of these guys were playing in Germany. Or else in Portugal, and it's just a very different. Oh, that was my bad. But we didn't give up a goal. Great job, Ricardo Bunsen-Burness, scaring them into missing. It's the 90th minute. It looks very much like a Swoodilypoopers victory. Really proud of the guys. I love how they've come together, and I just hope we can keep this feeling for the rest of the season. Rest assured, I'm going to go back, after checking on ball John Green, I'm going to go back into the locker room and just tell them that this is what our supporters wanted to see, and that you guys are proud of us, and that means everything to them. That's really, ultimately, that's why what a save off the line! That's why they play. They play for you. Thank you for watching, and as always, congratulations to the Swoodilypoopers. May our opponents smell their pits in shame as we celebrate, and best wishes.